All right. What's happening, everybody? My name is Pete, and you guys are watching the PTD Vlogs, day number 298. 2 more days, folks, until we hit the big 300, or 300, if you will. Ah, there she is. Good old Nancy Zerza, first in line. There you go. Wow, this is the first time I've ever had 3 likes in 1 viewer, so I don't know how it happened, but I love it. What's up, Joe? What's up, Will? What's up, April? I know, April, where have you been? Everyone's been asking for you. What's up, Darren? What's up, Desi? What's up, everybody? And for those of you guys watching on the replay, don't fret, guys. Make sure you're subscribed and turn those notifications on so you don't miss any of my live streams. I kind of go on randomly. I apologize, but I do them every day. Right, guys? What's up, Eric? What's up, Larry Crow Jr.? What is happening? So, there you go. Fuzzface McGee. Finally, I can get to your live stream. Well, Fuzzface McGee, I appreciate it. April, that's what I figured. Yes, it is, Miss Deborah. It's live as all hell. What's up, Jesse? What's up, Joe? So, I had an interesting GrubHub block today. Oh, thank you, Fuzzface McGee. Yes, thank you for that. I did read. I think I responded to you, if I'm not mistaken. That was right before I left for my GrubHub block. So, right now, whether you're watching live or whether you are watching on the replay, I would love for you all right now to guess who came in my car today on my GrubHub block that I worked. I worked 12 to 2 GrubHub. See if you can guess who. I'm just curious if anybody can figure out who came with me. So let's see if someone gets it right away. I'd be kind of surprised. Since we got 18 people here, it should be a couple. The GrubHub CEO, that's right, he was in my car. No, that would have been interesting though. But you're getting close, you're getting closer. Gordon Ramsay, Uber dude, no. Uber guy, no. No, keep guessing. Gordon Ramsay, that would be interesting. He'd be like, this car is absolutely dreadful. What's up, Greg? That's right, Beezy was with me. Nope, it was not UDM, although I'm sure that would have been entertaining. It was John Christophic. Darren, very close. No, Nancy, not UDM. Maybe one day, that would be cool one day if I'm ever down in Florida. Dennis Rodman, Kyle. No, it was not Greg. But Eric, I could see why you thought it was, because Greg was supposed to hang out with me like 5 months ago, but didn't end up working out. I don't know what happened. It was John Christophic, and we went to Golden Corral for Tuesday wing night. Okay. So it was not a GrubHub dispatcher. Believe it or not, my actual GrubHub driver specialist and the previous driver specialist rode around with me today for a 2-hour block to see what it was like in our region. What's up, AZ Driver? What's up, Wingmaster? To see what it was like to experience GrubHub, like, you know, in person. Yeah, it was very cool. Very, very cool. For their privacy, I am not going to name any names or anything, but they're fantastic people. Yep, my actual driver specialist. I got a chance to meet him in person, and he actually reached out to me, I think it was last week or at the beginning of the week, and asked about this because they're going from market to market. All the GrubHub, I guess, corporate people that came to an agreement of sorts, you know, that they want these driver specialists riding around with some of their top drivers in their market. I'm one of the top drivers in my region, so that's why I was selected. From this is at least I think what I was told here. You know, they, you know, that's what it sounds like, at least, right? I believe they said I was one of the top people, but anyway, we talked about a lot of things. I found out a lot of cool stuff. There are a few things that, yes, they asked me. They actually selected me for this. And I was honored. I really was. You know, this was based on my performance. But it was actually a very, very good experience. I was nervous at first, but because I've been driving Uber, I really wasn't that bad. We actually had a great time. We had a lot of laughs, you know, professionally, of course, you know, but it was great. And they actually, my driver specialist actually got out of the car with me on my pickups, and actually met some of the owners of the restaurants and some of the managers. So that's why I definitely wanted to, you know, dress nicely today. I gotta say, I wore my GrubHub shirt. I wore khakis. You know, I tried to look the part as much as possible. You know, I shaved up a little bit. I got my car washed. You know, I made sure everything was good to go. But we had a great time. It was a great experience. I got to have a bunch of questions answered. Some things I don't think I shouldn't probably share. You know what I mean? It's not like big secrets or anything, but I did tell them a lot of concerns that we have discussed on our videos, things that have been discussed on the Facebook group. Again, I don't know what I'm allowed to say and not allowed to say, but this was an amazing experience. Did they explain the low offers 40 miles away? Well, funny you should mention that, Nancy. What we were finding out is that like what was really cool is they can track everything. They know who's in the region, who's not, who's doing what, who's picking up what, when a restaurant confirmed everything. Like they know, they can see and know everything. So make sure you guys are doing the right thing because you are being tracked, you know. And it was just overall a very cool experience. Pete is changing GrubHub for the better and for us. Couldn't ask for more here. You know, like I'm just saying, it was just an overall amazing experience. And they were talking about how some of the dispatchers are not like, so what happens is sometimes they move the dispatchers around, kind of like they move driver specialists around. I guess like when a market gets too big, they need to bring in another experienced dispatcher or driver specialist or something like that. And what ends up happening is they move people around as they're needed. And what happens is, like, if a dispatcher comes to your market, but they're used to another market, they don't necessarily know how far one restaurant is from another. So sometimes the dispatcher, you know, will manually assign orders, and then other times it's automated. So perhaps times when you receive an offer that's far away, it might be that the dispatcher really needs someone to take it. And chances are sometimes if they give it to you, it really means that they're hoping and praying that you're going to be the one to actually deliver it, especially if you have a good reputation. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up, Eric, Joaquin? What's up, Gioki, Darren, Greg? What's up, everybody? I didn't want to make the video on paid to drive because I just wanted to keep this amongst the smaller audience here, because again, you know, I don't know what I'm allowed to say and not say, but you know, what I'm saying right now, it's not like I'm giving any information away or anything private, you know. But overall, I was a little nervous at first because I didn't know if it was like an evaluation of my performance or something, if they were like going with each driver and seeing what they do. But it was just very cool, so they could actually see. They both sat in the back seat of my car and watched, because I have my phone mounted, you know, like on the glass, like you know, like the phone mount, that the suction cup thing. So I had, you know, I have it up there all the time, like how I do my ride-alongs, you know, with you guys. And you know, they got to see everything in real time, like how I did. You know, I do not, Eric. I do not use cargo. Actually, I don't even know what that is. But they got to see, like in my city area, you know, all the hiccups that we run into. I was like, you see all the parking enforcement guys? I'm like, do you see the parking situation? And they're like, they're like, wow, like we never really saw what this looked like before. So like this makes so much more sense. So they kept like, you know, what do you call it? They kept, you know, writing notes down, and he had his computer, you know, I guess he had like a wireless connection so he could connect to the internet. That was cool. And he was doing it all from the back seat, and it was just really interesting. And I gotta say, I felt pretty honored to have been selected for that, you know. And it just was a great experience, and I wanted to share this with you guys, you know, because you know, perhaps maybe if you're one of the top drivers in your market, perhaps maybe your driver specialist will reach out to you. And you know, we emailed back and forth, and I said, hey, I had a great experience with this. You know, I hope to perhaps, you know, work together again in the future or collaborate. And, you know, he responded back. He goes, yes, it was a great experience. We appreciate your time so much. And it was so cool because I didn't have any blocks scheduled. So he was like, don't worry, I'll take care of that for you. Like, you know, he can manually override anything he wants. So he's like, hey, you know, I'll you know, he's like, do you want blocks tonight? I'll give them to you right now. I was like, no, I can't. You know, I have to go food shopping with my girlfriend and stuff. You know, we usually try and do that on like a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, you know, just to get our stuff for the week. And he was like, yeah, no problem. He goes, just let me know by the end of the day, whatever you want, you know, I'll take care of you. And I was like, all right, awesome, you know. So it actually pays sometimes to be, you know, prompt and respectful and, you know, working hard and doing the right thing, because things like this start to pay off. You know, again, this may lead to something great. It might lead to a job, I don't know, or it might lead to nothing. But the fact is, I felt, you know, I felt honored that they selected me. You know what I mean? I don't know if they selected other drivers, but they got a lot of useful information from what I was doing. And I even told them, I said, I would love to do this like once a week. You know, one of you guys comes and rides along and watches what's going on, you know. And what was great is we ended up at one of the Indian restaurants that are kind of a pain in the neck and take a long time. And they came in and saw the experience from our end. And they were like, I was like, you see what happens? I'm like, this was supposed to be picked up at this time. We were here on time, and now we're here, and the order's not ready. And they were both looking at each other, and they were like, this is not okay. This is not good. You know, so then they spoke with the person who was the manager, and then, you know, then they're going to talk with the owner and all that stuff, you know, to see if they can come up with a better solution. Like, I got to see this in real time. It was really cool, you know, to see like a higher up, you know, like sticking up for us. You know what I mean? And I love that. And Darren, they did. And I was so excited because I was talking about it. I'm like, man, I hope I get one of these Indian restaurant deliveries pickup so you can see what we deal with, you know? So it was a lot of cool stuff that we went over. Like I said, I don't want to say too many things. The things I told you were just basic things, you know, like what I experienced. But, you know, for their privacy and my, you know, whatever, you know, I want to keep it confidential. Any word on maybe in the future we will be able to rate restaurants? I didn't hear that today. I didn't hear that today. But I will tell you this. They were telling me that they personally feel like how we do, that the partner, like Partner Pro and Premier, like the levels, basically what they're trying to say is, can someone maybe fill in Eric Joaquin over here? So basically what I'm trying to say is they're sticking up for us in the fact that they feel like there should be more incentives for being a Premier driver other than just the ability to take the XL orders or anything like that. Yeah, it's a good idea. No thack, it's Gaelic. What do you mean that they track us, Pete? So basically, the driver specialist, the dispatcher, they can all see where we are on the map when we're online working our blocks or when we're just online. So they know if you go out of the region, if you go out or whatever, and then you come back in. Because like when we were live, you know, online, he was like, I don't understand why there's so many drivers outside of the region. And I'm like, why do people do that? You know, and like, and he was even saying, you know, they try and like game the system to try and get the hourly guarantee. Like they leave the region, then they come back into the region, then they leave the region, then they come back into the region, like just to try and scam the system. And I said, yeah, and that's messing it up for people like us. And he's like, I agree 100%. That's exactly what's happening, you know? So like I said, it was just an incredible experience, and you know, I'm glad I was chosen for it, you know? So that's what it is. I appreciate my driver specialist for picking me. So if they are watching this, I'm very appreciative. I'm incredibly grateful for it. That's that. It's just easier to work and do orders, not sit around. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I did this especially for you guys because I wasn't really planning on doing this on Pay to Drive. I wanted to keep it for like, you know, the smaller group of people that watch me on here, the few hundred views that I get. So, I guess you guys can feel honored that I selected you. You know, everyone can feel honored today. So, that's that. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. That would be cool. And that's it. So, that's it, guys. Perhaps maybe your driver specialist will reach out to you for doing a good job. So, what's up, Bree? What's up, Greg? Good night, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Let me know whatever time you're watching this video. Leave a comment down below saying checkpoint 33 if you're watching this on the replay. Hashtag team replay. Comment the view count, whatever. We're gonna go for 50 thumbs up. Let's see if we can go for 50 likes. We're at 17. Get that money, get that honey. Keep hustling and keep hustling. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 299 right here on the PTD Vlogs. Ryan, I think it's like 95%, something like that. But anyway, see you tomorrow, guys. Take care. Peace out. Later.